Forecast calling for cloudy skies today, high 82. 80% chance for showers tonight, low 65. 90% chance tomorrow, high 70. Sunny and 60 on Saturday. For Sunday, sunshine, high 68. And for Monday, mostly sunny with a high of 70. Overnight low was 54. Yesterday's high was 80. Currently, humidity at 100%. Winds are calm. Pressure at 30.05. Right now, we've got partly sunny skies and 57 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mark Turner over there, Mike Dreeth here. We're lucky to have, for the first time here, Pat Vaughn. Pat, welcome. I'm glad you could be here with us this morning.
I guess I'm glad to be here.
Oh, we're going to have a delightful time. Trust me. Pat is, I want you to know, my mother-in-law is the one that threw you under the bus.
I know.
Yeah,
she ruined my day.
She said, Pat Vaughn, have Pat Vaughn on. She knows a little bit about everything. That's what she said. That's what Karen said about you. You know a little bit about everything.
I don't know about that.
Well, we're going to find out because we're quizzing you today.
Oh, not too much.
Before it's over with.
Yep.
Boy, there's a lot of things to talk about.
Okay, first and foremost.
Yes.
Homecoming parade, high school volleyball tonight on the radio.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Mules and Hamilton County.
Okay.
We'll be on the air right about 7 o'clock to start the match.
Right.
And then tomorrow, homecoming parade on WFIW 104.9. And you can watch the parade online for the first time
and
at
how do they do that?
WFIWradio.com.
That's the good question is, how do you do it? You got to click on the videos.
Right.
Because that's where you go to watch the football games.
Right.
But you click there and it'll come up live.
And I believe if you also click on the sports tab, there'll be a drop down that comes up that says video too.
So that's important.
And then, of course, tomorrow night, Edwards County and Fairfield in the Mules homecoming
And we have
game.
news about that.
Yeah. And because of the Cardinals and their advancement into the NLCS, game one is tomorrow night.
Right.
So the Cardinals are going to be heard on WOKZ tomorrow evening.
We're obligated.
Yeah. But the Edwards County football game against Fairfield, which normally would run on WOKZ tomorrow, is now going to be switched over to WFIW.
Well, we have two teams. We have one team that goes out and does Edwards County games. We got, of course, your team that does the Fairfield games. Since the game's going to be on the air,
right?
Anyway,
we'll
with you doing it, we're going to have Dave Rigg, who he does video over there in Edwards County, and he'll be doing that. But the only place you'll be able to get the Edwards County Fairfield game will be on 104.9.
Yep.
So I want to make sure that we got that taken care of.
And WFIWradio.com.
Right.
The video.
Absolutely.
All right.
A couple other reminders, real quick. I think it's the Ruritans.
The Mill Shills group is doing fish tomorrow.
Oh, Norma's Hush Puppies are part of a. If you're going to go to the game, I think they start serving at 4 o'clock. It's down at what was the Methodist Church down there in Mill Shoals. Is that right, Pat?
Let's find out.
I believe that's right.
Okay, it is the Ruritan Club.
Okay.
Let's see.
Norma's Hush Puppies are worth the trip.
At 4. It will be. Let's see here. Doesn't say where it is.
No, it's great, and I'm sorry I'm going to miss it tomorrow night because of the homecoming parade and.
You've got something going on tomorrow.
We do. We're going to have some folks over. So. Anyway, also want to remind Sunday is the big Fairfield Coin Club event. Mm-hmm. That is going to be over at North Side Grade School. That's on Sunday. Everything gets started. I'm looking at the events right now. 8 o'clock, the dealers arrange displays. 9 o'clock, the doors open. 3:30, drawing the first, second, third, and fourth and fifth place prizes. That's the Coin Club. That's always worth making.
All right, couple of other things.
We got a lot.
If you're done,
go right ahead.
Okay. Don't forget the Wayne County Shrine Club benefit dinner dance on Saturday night. We've still got some tickets, so we'll be giving a pair of those away later this morning on the morning show, and then Double D will.
I also have tickets to give away. I still have 4 tickets to give away to
Illinois.
Our
winner yesterday could not go. Something came up; they could not go. So we have 4 tickets to see the Illini. So why don't we just make it? If you can go and you want to go, just give us a call at 842-3715 right now. if you can go and want to go to see the Illini take on Michigan tomorrow.
It was last time they were in town is 2011.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've got 4 tickets. So, I mean, these are really good tickets. These are $65 a piece value.
So you'll be sitting in the top row.
I'm just telling you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's usually at the baseball game.
I'm telling you, in my hand here, I have over $200,000 worth of tickets to give away. So somebody wants to come and they want to go to Champaign. Here's a phone call right there. See if that's somebody that wants it.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee. Hello.
Can't hear them.
There we go. Good. Hello.
Hello?
Hey. You're on Morning Coffee.
Good morning, coffee.
You want those tickets?
Yes, I would love them tickets. I got 2 grandsons on the football team that'd probably like to go.
That's wonderful.
All
Who are we
right.
talking to?
Yeah, and their dad's into it, and I'm glad the Mules are winning.
Yeah. Who are we talking to?
Teresa Hill.
All right, Teresa, you've got the 4 tickets to see the Illini play Michigan on Saturday. Just run out here to the studios on the East Highway to pick up those tickets, all right?
All right.
All right, the more the merrier.
And we appreciate you listening, Teresa.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. Well, there you go.
All right. So that was easy enough.
It was.
All right.
Pat, is this like
You
fun?
talk-
Is this one watching us work here like this? I mean,
Yeah, it's interesting. You talked about those being back row tickets. I remember going and actually sitting up there in the back row. How cold it is!
not
those
tomorrow.
football games.
Or not Saturday. It's
No,
going to be pretty
but
nice.
I-
It might be wet.
This has been 20-some years back.
Okay.
Well, first of all, Saturday's forecast sunshine and a high of 60.
That's not bad.
But the wind always blows from the north in Champaign. It never fails. It doesn't matter. If it's 60 degrees here on Saturday, I guarantee it'd be 45 in Champaign.
We're going. Carol and I are planning on going 3 days after Thanksgiving. You think it'll be warm then? We're going to have to bundle up for that one, I'm afraid.
Well, it's college football in the fall. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why we wanted to go. We're going to go get bundled up and
So you're going
watch
to see
football.
the Illini 3 days after Thanksgiving?
Well, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean,
Which
it'll
mean
be
2 days after
2 days
Thanksgiving?
after. Yeah. Well, my math is not that good. All right, in my hand.
You're not a graduate of the Fairfield Community School District, right?
That's the reason why I
the
can't.
math.
I can't count. I
the
can't
reason why I
count.
can't
Guess
figure
what
it
I've
out
got?
either.
I've got right here.
You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling for the buck.
You look shocked at that, Pat. She looked stunned when she heard that. The prime performer on that musical, also Yvonne A.N., 2 A's. I'm just telling you, okay?
Okay.
You guys can sing. You and your family and all the other A.N.s. Ben Vereen is 73 today. You remember him from Roots?
Yes.
He was Chicken George,
Yep,
if I'm not
Chicken
mistaken.
George and Roots.
He was
And then
also
played, is it Geordie LaForge?
Geordie LaForge. No, this is Geordie LaForge. He played Geordie LaForge's dad in Star Trek. It's not him. It's not Ben Vereen who plays that.
Okay.
And I can't tell
All right.
you who it is right at the moment. But he was
It's
in,
LeVar Burton.
You're right.
That's right. Yeah.
He was in Webster, the TV show. He was in Zoobly Zoo, which is a children's program.
Yeah.
He pretty interesting. He learned when he was applying for a passport in the 1960s that he was really adopted.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that blow you away?
Yeah.
Mom and Dad didn't care to tell me. Had to go and get a passport to find out I was adopted. One day, this under the category of bad days. One day, he had 3 accidents. His car hit a tree, probably jumped right out in front of him, like the one that jumped out behind my truck that one time.
Yeah.
Hit a tree, which having hit his head. As he's walking along the roadway from the accident, he suffers a stroke because of the head injury.
Yeah.
Wanders in front of a car, gets hit. Oh. 3 accidents one day. Took him months to be able to recover from that. Married twice with 6 kids. David Lee Roth is 65. You're probably a big Van Halen fan, aren't you, Pat?
Not really.
Not really. I didn't think so. He's from Bloomington, Indiana.
Really?
Yeah, he's in 2007 Rock Hall of Fame with Van Halen. A high school dropout. He was an orderly at a hospital, and now he's worth $70 million. Not a bad way to... He's never been married.
Really?
David Lee Roth has never been married, but he's dated people...
Well, he can't get along with anybody.
Well, Van Halen can't get along with anybody.
Well, that's true.
He dated Brooke Shields, Wendy O. Williams, and Elle Macpherson. Not bad. Tanya Tucker is 61 today.
Okay.
She had her first hit when she was 13 years old in 1972. Her first hit was Delta Dawn.
What's that flower you have on?
That's
I
exactly
think, right?
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Could it be a rose from days gone by?
But just do the rest of the song.
That's it. That's all I know.
1973, What's Your Mama's Name was a hit.
I don't remember
I
that one.
don't either. 1975, Lizzie, The Rain Man, another hit that I haven't heard of. She was famously hooked up with Glenn Campbell for 1 year between 1980 and 1981. That's the one thing I remember. But she also dated Merle Haggard, Andy Gibb, and Don Johnson.
That's a very eclectic group.
Tanya got around.
She did.
She's still out there doing concerts. She has never been married, but she's got 3 kids, and she's working on a new album.
Okay.
Brett Favre is 50 today. Can you imagine? He's probably going to have another comeback here.
Well, he may come out of retirement.
He actually, there was an article in the last week or two that said, maybe I played too long. That's after somebody said who you are, and he said, my name's Ben. He took way too many hits to the head, I'm afraid. With the Green Bay Packers, the Falcons, the Jets. He was also with the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken.
The Vikings. Who was he drafted by, though?
The Falcons.
Yep, the Falcons.
And then the Packers gave up a lot to get him. He was the first NFL quarterback, and I think he still is the only NFL quarterback to have 500 touchdowns, 70,000 yards passing, completed 6,000 passes, and attempted 10,000 passes. He graduated from Southern Mississippi, has many records there. The only active player to have, when he was playing, he was the only active player to have grandkids. That's when you know you've been too long in the league.
Uh-huh.
He has a steakhouse in Green Bay, named after him.
Yeah.
He was in the movie There's Something About Mary. Do you remember that?
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Well, that's with Cameron Diaz, and he was a love interest in that movie.
Okay.
Allegedly sent an inappropriate text to the Jets game day host, a very attractive young woman. Emphasis on young.
It wasn't the Joe Namath text, was it?
No, that wasn't. Joe Namath didn't text. He actually was on the air live when he made a fool of himself with Susie Colbert. You know, Pat, they say there's no fool like an old fool. Would you agree with that?
I think so. I'm about to get there.
No, you're not going to. You're young. You're young at heart.
About to get to being old or about to get to being a fool?
Both.
Okay. Pat,
Old, for sure.
Here's what I was told, Pat. Now, listen carefully now. I'm told you know something about everything that's
I don't
going on
know
in Fairfield.
about your mother-in-law.
I'm told you know something about everything that's going on in Fairfield.
No, I don't anymore.
That makes you
When I was
Fairfield's anchorman.
in here 32 years at the school, I knew a lot more than I know now.
Well, I think you're still in the know.
I guarantee you she probably knows more than you and I.
I think she put
I
together.
doubt that.
Well, see, you got 2 carpetbaggers here, Pat. 2.
That's all right.
We
We're
both
relative newcomers.
we both married Fairfield girls. That's the reason why we're here.
I know that.
And so we don't know the back history. It's not like the legend Dave Land. When we had him here, he could tell us who the homecoming queen was from 1963. You probably
I know.
can too.
No, I can't. No, I was there then, but
All right. Well, anyway, he was cleared of the inappropriate text because they couldn't find the evidence. But he did have to pay a $50,000 fine because he wouldn't cooperate, which is part of the reason why they couldn't find the text.
Yeah, wouldn't Susie have one?
It wasn't Susie. Susie Colbert was the one with the
Oh,
name.
okay.
I don't know what this
Okay.
lady's
Well,
name was.
wouldn't the
You would think.
reporter have one?
If she wanted to pursue it, you'd think she would.
Well, I think so. How much did she get? Probably more than 50,000.
Well, I don't know. Probably Brett had a little problem at home over that. Wouldn't you
Yeah,
think?
I would bet.
Don't you think maybe Tina'd have a rough time with you texting somebody something salacious like that? Huh?
Probably so.
You're smarter than that, aren't you, dude?
I am smarter than that.
Pat, both of us are smarter than that.
well, I would hope.
It doesn't mean that we wouldn't do something stupid, though.
That's why I use those throwaway phones.
Gets rid of the evidence, doesn't it, dude?
no.
All right, on this date in 1886, this is interesting. This should be interesting to you.
1886.
1886. Pat, listen to this because, and look over here at this guy across the way. The tuxedo dinner jacket made its U.S. debut. This guy here has a lock on the tuxedo market in Fairfield right now.
Yeah.
An iron claw on the tuxedo. Now, I bet you're doing some business, aren't you,
It's
dude?
been a little crazy.
I bet you are. They're at Black's Fashion Flowers.
Not having much luck this year.
What do you mean?
I thought I keep getting sent the wrong sizes. For
Really?
some reason. Yeah.
You're not wearing one, are you?
No.
Oh, you're talking about with people.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. All you need to do is drop a few pounds, push yourself away from the table, right, Pat?
Let's don't talk about things like that.
All right, so 1965, the Red Baron made his first appearance in the Peanuts. Oh, gosh. Oh, my. Peanuts comic strip.
Yeah.
Let's move along. 1977, we were talking about Joe Namath?
Mhm.
He played his last game of his NFL career.
For the Los Angeles Rams?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
That's correct. And then he started hitting on young women on the side of the
On the sidelines.
That's
Yeah.
exactly. 2003, Rush Limbaugh announced that he was addicted to painkillers, that he was going to check into a rehab center on this date in 2003. On October 10th, or excuse me, this is October 10th, isn't it? 1958, a guy by the name of Eddie Cochran recorded the song Come On Everybody. Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of Eddie Cochran?
I have heard of Eddie Cochran.
Pat, any
Nope.
idea? 1958. 1962, the BBC banned the song Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett. Why would you ban the song Monster Mash?
Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kicker 5.
What a great song.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you
I don't know.
ban that song?
I don't know.
Doesn't seem like there's anything inappropriate in it.
Nope.
But I guess in 1962, there was something that ticked off the people at the BBC. 1966, the self-titled debut album of the Monkees was released, called The Monkees.
Yeah.
They were very creative when it came to their titles.
Yeah.
1977, Steve Tyler and Joe Perry of Aerosmith injured when an M80 cherry bomb was thrown on stage during a concert in Philadelphia. Never a good idea.
No, not a good idea.
1995, Peter Frampton released Frampton Comes Alive. It was a live album and it exploded.
Mm-hmm. I've
Just
got
like
it.
just like a cherry bomb.
I've got that
Do
album.
you have it?
I do.
Seriously.
I do.
In vinyl?
In vinyl.
You got everything in vinyl, Pat, or you got some stuff in CDs?
Some of both.
Some of both. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's happening. There's no doubt about that.
Told you I was old.
Well, no, you see, vinyls come back. If you live long enough, Pat, everything comes back. Turner and I both are holding on to our Nehru jackets.
That's right.
Our leisure suits, because they're coming back, man. I'm telling you.
Eventually they'll be back. It's a little hard to keep the fish alive in my shoes, though.
The fish.
Yeah, my platform shoes.
Oh, you got fish in there. All right, Pat's here. Pat, we had a pretty controversial question of the day. I'd steer clear if I was you. I didn't, if you heard my commentary this morning. The question was, do you agree with Fairfield Mayor Brent McGuire's tie-breaking vote, which maintains the limit of 2 packaged liquor stores in town? We had over 434 votes. Over 3,255 people checked in to look at it, and we're going to have the results when we come back with Pat Vaughn on Morning Coffee.
Napa know-how. Now at Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card when you buy oil, air, and cabin air filters. Because let's be honest, you probably don't remember the last time you changed them. So buy all 3 filters at your local Napa and get $20 back. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers. Limit 2 prepaid cards per household while supplies last. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Exxon and Mobil present How to Be Supremium. First, fill your tank with Exxon and Mobil's Supremium Fuel. New Synergy Supreme Plus. It keeps your engine 2 times cleaner for better gas mileage. Then get the rest of your car 2 times cleaner. My horn is so clean it squeaks. Sorry about that. So clean your engine with new Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus. It's supreme. It's premium. It's Supremium. Fill up today or go to Exxon.com for details.
Synergy Supreme Plus gas compared to Synergy regular gas and poor fuel injected engines. Benefits based on continuous use and may vary.
Don't wait until you need your heating system to be prepared for winter. Brian Reitenauer, HVAC at 214-2593 will clean and service your current heating systems to include geothermal and also provide new installation of Hydron geothermal units and Ruud heating and air systems. Reitenauer accepts credit cards and has financing options. Currently, the government is offering a 30% rebate at tax time on new geothermal high-efficiency heat pumps. Also available for 24-hour service calls. Brian Reitenauer, HVAC, 214-2593.
Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance, Wayne City, specializes in families. From auto accidents to home disasters to that very memorable first day of college. You'll have peace of mind with insurance from your Pekin Insurance Agency, putting you and your family first with insurance coverage for your home, auto, life, health, or business, and at competitive rates that will fit your individual needs. Call your Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance today, going beyond the expected.
Fields Volleyball Monday on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com as FCHS hosts Edwards County in the annual Volley for the Cure event. Our broadcast just before 7 p.m. Monday with pre-match information. Mules Volleyball brought to you in part by Amber Marie's, the Fairfield Banking Company, Lamons Chrysler Center, and Carter's Trucking. It's the Mules and the Lions this Monday at 7 o'clock on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when a bomb destroyed the U.S. Embassy in Beirut?
This criminal attack on a diplomatic establishment will not deter us from our goals.
Secretary of the Interior James Watt chopped down the Beach Boys and their fans. The Space Shuttle Challenger went up on its maiden voyage and got a phone call from Vice President Bush.
We want you to know that you've driven the Beach Boys off the front pages of the papers.
John Glenn told us,
I declare my candidacy for President of the United States.
Gandhi won 8 Oscars, including Best Picture. And here's what the best new music sounded like. Songs came out together, but when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. Saltine crackers, 99 cents. Chili beans, 59 cents. Chili seasoning, 49 cents. And diced tomatoes, 49 cents. Prices are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Fairfield Save-A-Lot store located on West Main Street. Give them a like on Facebook.
1983.
David Bowie and Let's Dance, the top song of April 1983. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Good call on McDonald's for lunch.
Yeah, let's eat.
Okay, we have the oh yeah for me.
Can you hand me my
Yep, and here are a couple of woot-woots to share.
I love my woohoo!
Oh, sounds like Stacy went to McDonald's too.
A delicious meal is in the bag at McDonald's. Grab a $2 bundle like a McDouble and small fries or a McChicken and small fries. Price and participation may vary.
Yeah.
And we're back on Morning Coffee. The question of the day: do you agree with the mayor's vote on the question of raising the amount of liquor licenses in Fairfield?
Now, I tell you what, I could fill the rest of this hour. I could ignore that Pat Vaughn's here.
And the next hour.
That'd be okay.
No, you don't get away that easy. I could read just the comments on this one, because as of about an hour ago, there were 63 comments, and they were lengthy, and there was one misguided one that said hashtag Mike Dreeth for mayor, which is not going to happen. I get enough abuse doing this. The last thing I'd ever want to be is the mayor of Fairfield. I like the mayor, and I get along with him, and I admire his convictions on this matter. But there were 434 votes on this, and 65% of the people, or 284 people, did not like the decision. If you'll recall, it was a 4-4 vote, and this is an odd city council form of government, in that usually there's an odd number of city council members. There's 7 on many city councils. There's 8 because there's 2 aldermen per ward.
And there are 4 wards.
And there's 4 wards. So you have a 4-4 vote. That means that the mayor votes. So you can't just be upset with the mayor if you don't like this decision, because there were 4 other aldermen that voted against this, and that included Alderman Jim Griffith, Ralph Barbary, Eugene McGill, and Jerry Lisenby. They voted no, and then that prompted the mayor's vote, and then he voted no. That meant that we will not have more than 2 packaged liquor stores in town. And like I said, 3,000. This got shared so many times. 3,255 people looked at it. 65% of them didn't like the decision. That resulted in 63 comments, and we don't have the time to go through all the comments. You heard my opinion this morning. You want to weigh in or not?
Well, I think it takes away from, free enterprise. I mean, if you want to open a business, you should be able to open that business.
Well, that's
barring any extenuating circumstances.
I think we're going to,
if you don't qualify for a liquor license,
we're going to see this whole thing play itself out all over again with the cannabis question. It's going to be the exact same thing over again in the next month or 2. All right, so you're here, and you now you got an axe to grind with my mother-in-law who offered you up, Pat. Now, here's what I want to find out about. The 2 of you are on something called the Home and Community Education Committee, correct?
Extension Board.
It's the Extension Board.
Wayne County.
All right, so tell me what do you do?
Maybe you don't want to know it all.
I want to know something about it. That's why you're here.
Well, it's exactly what the name says.
Right.
We are educating the community and the family through lessons that the University of Illinois provides us. We don't have to always use their lessons. We could borrow a lesson from some county, say down south, that wants to tell us about Giant City Park or something
Right.
like that, but most of our lessons come out of the University of Illinois. And somebody each month will take a lesson and go back to their unit. Now, we have 5 or 6 units in the county.
Mm-hmm.
Ours happens to be Barnhill, which is the largest in the county. We have 15 members, I believe. We have 43 members in the county. Now, some counties have 143 and more, but we need people.
Okay.
Our people are getting old, as I said, and we need younger people to join Home Extension. Now, when I was first in this organization, it was called Home Bureau.
Oh.
And I went with my mother to Home Bureau meetings. Then I went away to college, and then I came back and I joined Home Extension or Home Bureau.
By the way, Pat has an extensive background in education.
Mm-hmm.
I have a master's degree in home economics education. But I've been retired since 1991, and I just that's behind me.
But you're using it in this endeavor.
Well, I am, and I don't use it as much as I'd like to. But anyhow, our lessons cover any subject of any interest. Our last lesson was A for apple.
And what was that about?
We learned about all kinds of apples, and there's always recipes with those lessons. We had cooking for 1 or 2.
Is it true that they keep the doctor away?
Well, sure. Anything good like that does.
Write that down, Turner.
Anyhow, we had a lesson on car maintenance here a while back, which, women don't
well, they have. There's
too good at that.
There's basic maintenance that you can do.
Not much I can do, I found out. Had a blowout on I-64 one time and found out my spare tires under the back end of the car. I wouldn't have known that.
Well, Pat, you should call somebody on
I
something
did.
like that.
I had a couple grandsons that
There
came
you. That's why
to
you
my
have
rescue.
That's why you have grandsons.
You aren't kidding. I don't know what we'd do without them. Anyhow.
Now, you also volunteer at the hospital, too,
Yes,
right?
I do. I've done that for quite a few years. And I also volunteer for the Clothesline.
Oh.
I was president of the Clothesline board for a long time.
Well, you're busier now.
I got to get rid of that stuff. Sometimes you think you got to die to get rid of some of these jobs.
Please don't do
No,
that.
don't do that.
But
isn't this impressive? I mean, when I retire, I think I really want to retire. How about you?
Yeah,
but
I don't think I can do that much work now.
No.
I don't know how I ever raised a family, and I didn't miss very many days of school having babies because they came in the summer.
You planned.
Went to school every day and worked ball games of a night and hall duty at 7:15 in the morning and stuff like that. And then the Fall Fun Fest came along, and guess who Howard Porter used my kitchen down at school
to be able to do the.
I remember him bringing in these bags of onions, and I said, "Can we not just buy frozen cut up? You're going to use my recipe. You cut these onions up, okay?" So we did. But anyhow,
That would have made me cry.
it did. But that was back when do you remember when we served fried chicken?
Oh, I wish I could remember.
Oh.
I've been on a diet too
It was
long,
good.
Pat. Oh, I love fried
Anyhow.
chicken. But that was a story. Did you know this?
I have heard this story.
Free fried chicken. People would back up their cars and open their trunks up. That's when it got out of hand, right? It got out of hand. People went to the trough too much.
Yeah, that's true with about anything.
Yeah, they
Seems
wrecked a
like
good thing because I would have liked to have been here when there was fried chicken. Winter chicken dinner. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
So you would have had. Just think about this for a moment, Pat. You were the hall monitor at 7:15 in the morning. Just look across and see these two guys. What kind of problem could we have created for you?
Well, back then, it was fun to teach school. The parents didn't interfere. We had cooperative parents.
Right.
I had FHA club, and we just had a lot of fun, along with learning
Do you remember Dave Savage in class?
Well, shoot, yes.
You know, I was
Who could forget, David?
I was at my wife's class reunion, and the story he told me was
He's got a lot of them to
well,
tell.
he does have he never stops, quite honestly. Anyway, he said he had enough credits. He only needed one class to graduate his senior year, but he wanted to play sports, and they said, "Okay, fine. Then we're going to put you in some classes." And they put him in home ec, and that's where he met his wife. She was a freshman or a sophomore taking home ec, and that's so. You not only taught him how to fry eggs, you got him a wife. Good for you.
Yeah.
I had, they didn't let boys be in home ec for a long time, but my last few years, I did. I had boys.
What guys didn't learn how to do that kind of stuff?
They did not in sewing, but they were in consumer ed and.
You see, Pat, I'm a modern man. I do all that stuff. I cook. I clean. I'm a dynamo around house. I do all the other. I mean.
Will Carol say that?
Like I said, I'm a dynamo around the house. I do all that stuff. But anyway, you're looking for folks. You need folks to join.
We sure do.
You need the next generation to pick up and take it from here.
That's right, we do. And well, we have fun at our meetings too. I mean, our unit meets at 9:00 in the morning, and we have our lesson. We have a roll call, which you have to. Roll call is something different every month. Like, what do you remember about your grade school days?
You got to answer a question at roll call.
Yes, and then we have our lesson.
Both. We'd have to study.
Then of course we eat.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Now see, we can do that.
There's a lot of fellowship in. We have 2 county meetings a year. One of them's coming up the 28th of this month, and that's international.
Okay.
And each year, the state tells us a country of study. This year, it's India. Last year, it was Australia. Dr. Mitchell had been, so we had him as our speaker.
Where are you going to find to talk about India?
Well, I don't know what the guy's name is. Marie Rutger is in charge of international on our board, and she has a gentleman that has been a missionary, and he lived over there 6 months, the way I understand.
Better than you and me.
Yep.
And he will, and you're welcome to come.
I appreciate that.
That night, the board will prepare a meal of India food.
That's not bad. A little curry.
Well, I don't know. Those recipes didn't look too interesting to us. But we're going to see. Anyhow, that's our fall meeting.
Okay.
And at each one of our meetings, we choose something around town to donate to. This year, it's the Humane Society.
Good. That's the one I like to help. Yeah. I like to help the Humane Society.
Sometimes it's been Compassion Pregnancy. It's been WADI. Different organizations in town that people bring.
Well, good. So Pat, if I'm listening and I'm in the Barnhill area, or for that matter, I'm anywhere in the county, just call the extension office and say, listen, I listened to Pat Vaughn. Her description of this has enticed me to want to be a part of this organization. And then they'll hook them up with the right group.
With a group of your area.
Right.
We have Orchard, we have Johnsonville, we have East Sisney, Lamard.
East Sisney.
That's
a suburb of Sisney, I guess.
That would be Mount Airy, wouldn't it?
West Sisney.
West Sisney.
That's Johnsonville.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
come on, Mark.
That's our fall meeting. In the spring, we have our annual meeting, and it's always a baked potato supper.
Yes.
We hold these at Bob Boyle's.
Yes.
Every time. And I don't know what agency we're going to donate to that time. But anyhow, that's our... We also have a member who lives in Effingham.
Right.
We call her a mailbox member. She gets our newsletter that we put out from the county. She was on the state board at one time, and we became friends. So she has been coming down here I'm a real good friend.
That's a
of her.
pretty good trip to come down.
Yes, but she does. She'll be here.
You must
She
have
doesn't
pretty good
miss it.
food. I'd come down if I was from Effingham if you had kind of good food.
She doesn't miss a meeting with us,
Right.
you know.
Well, here's the thing, Pat. I've got a couple other things to do. Thank you for telling us about that. You're going to participate, however, today. You didn't probably know this.
Yeah.
But you're participating in our trivia today.
Oh, dear me.
Yes, you're going to get to weigh in when we do trivia. How far are we away from having to give the questions?
We got a couple of minutes.
Okay. A couple things. I don't know if you know this or not. You know about Dolly Parton, don't you?
A little bit.
A little bit. They're asking her. She's 73 now, by the way.
She's still young.
She's young. She's young at heart too. But they've asked her who she would like to have play her in a movie.
And?
Well, for a moment, Pat, who would you, if we were going to do a movie about Pat Vaughn, who would you want to have play you?
Forevermore. I wouldn't have any idea. That's something to think. You'd have to think.
What about you, Turner?
You know what I think? I think Betty White.
You think Betty White would be a good one
Really?
to play, Pat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm just
All right. Well, who?
throwing out names.
All right. You got anybody? I got two names for me.
I don't know. Dweezil Zappa.
More like moon units.
I have no idea.
I've got down two.
Okay.
Jason,
you should have given me things to think about this.
I'm sorry.
You know.
Jason Alexander.
Uh-huh.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
The guy who played George Costanza.
Because, you and he have the same hairstyle.
Thank you. Kelsey Grammer.
Again, you and he have the same hairstyle.
I'm just saying there's two names there. But she said Scarlett Johansson or Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
She has a high opinion.
Apparently she
of
does.
Who she should have.
Well, Reese did a pretty good job as June Carter.
She did. Absolutely. Okay. New Jersey City is recording a milestone. Their first electric scooter DUI. When are we going to have our first side-by-side DUI, you think, in town?
Oh, I don't think it's going to be too long.
Hope not.
I hope not, too.
Yeah,
but here's this electric scooter. Have you been to Branson lately?
It's been quite a few years. I'd love to go back.
What's the name of the big park there?
Silver Dollar City.
Yeah. There's probably 300 scooters, and it's all on a hill.
Okay.
You got to watch it. You're going to get run over by a scooter.
Yeah.
Have you ever been run over by a scooter at the large retail place out here west of town? I've seen people fight over their scooters.
I've been bumped by one.
All right.
Not here, but in another.
Okay. Rentable scooters are becoming more popular in Hoboken. That's the home of Frank Sinatra, right? And this could turn out to be a trend. On Sunday, a sergeant on patrol spotted a man who was unsteady on his feet and swaying back and forth while going to unlock his scooter. After being stopped around the block, this guy reportedly failed a field sobriety test and was placed under arrest.
Oh, my.
For scooter DUI.
All right.
You ready?
We are, but
go ahead.
Go ahead. We'll get the
questions first.
Let's get the questions first.
All right, Pat. Think about these. And we have a peanut gallery out there
yet?
Yes.
No, not yet.
All right. Okay. We have a peanut gallery that helps us if we don't know the answers to this. I put this together. There's no real. If there's a theme, it's government.
Okay.
Okay. All right. How many copies are there of the U.S. Constitution? I'm talking about original copies.
Okay, original copies.
Of the U.S. Constitution. I mean copies, but I mean original copies.
Original. Okay.
How many congressmen are there?
Oh, I know that.
Oh, dear.
Where was Richard Nixon born?
I know that.
Okay. Don't give us an answer yet, Pat. If you know it, hold on. Number 4. Name the states with only one congressional seat.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're talking Congress with only one Congress person. Right. Number 6. He is known as the Ragin' Cajun. Name him.
The Ragin' Cajun.
In government.
Okay.
Oh.
Number 7. Davy Crockett was a congressman from which state?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Pat's shaking her head. Don't worry. The peanut
I
gallery will save us. Number 8.
I saw the movie in the Alamo.
Yes, you did. I'm going back in the day here, Pat. Here's a low-hanging fruit. Here, get ready to catch this one. Number 8. The former governor of Illinois who ran for president in 1952 and 1956.
Okay.
She's thinking. I can
All right.
see the steam come out of her ears. How many American presidents were born in Illinois?
All right.
Born
in Illinois.
In Illinois.
All right.
That's important. That's the important word.
Okay.
And number 10. Which former president was born in Fairfield?
President of the United States
was born in Fairfield. It's a trick question. It's a trick question.
Okay.
President of what?
President of the United States. Which former president was born in Fairfield? I
Didn't say Fairfield, Illinois.
I didn't say Fairfield. Pat's already caught on.
Yep, she has. All right. I've got 2 tickets to the Rain County Shrine Dance this Saturday. If you want them, give me a call at 842-3715.
Hi, this is Megan Berg with People's National Bank. Do you shop on multiple online websites? Are you tired of having to enter your card number and address for every online purchase? People's National Bank has a solution for you. Visa Checkout allows you to safely shop multiple websites and have multiple shipping addresses with just one username and password. It's simple, speedy, and a safe way to pay online. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Remember black and white TVs? Or 8-tracks? Or this? All of these, at one time or another, were the best. And then something better came along. Introducing Saltro Fungicide Seed Treatment. The seed treatment bringing SDS protection to the next level. By providing superior control of SDS without any of the stress shown in plants treated with other seed treatments like Elevo, Saltro is SDS protection. Upgraded. Talk to your retailer or seed dealer about upgrading to Saltro. Always read and follow label instructions.
Get on target with Ultra Products. With over 47 years of experience as a full-line archery store, they have all your hunting needs, including bows by Elite, PSE, Bear, Diamond, crossbows by Raven, Mission, Barnett, 10-Point, Horton, and Excalibur, Damo, tree stands, clothing, mud boots, and much more. Call them at 842-5796 or hunt for them 2 miles north of the Fairfield Huts, behind the White House with the white fence. Open 8:30 to 6 weekdays and 8 to 12 on Saturdays.
WFIW 104.9 at WFIWradio.com. Sheldon Munning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler on the phone. Good morning, Sheldon.
Morning, Mark.
All right, homecoming parade tomorrow. Do you have any of those convertibles that folks will be able to use if they're a homecoming queen candidate?
Well, we've loaned out a few trucks. We're pretty poor on the convertible list. You know, they don't make too many models anymore.
Okay. All right.
But we have Jeeps, the ultimate convertible, you know.
Okay. All right. So what kind of deals you got going on this week?
We've got all kinds of stuff going on. We got some good product, or good incentives on the trucks, both GM or the Chevrolet and the Ram. We got some big deals on the Cherokee and the Grand Cherokee. We got some select inventory cash. So what they do is give us some extra money on our oldest piece of inventory in the lineup for the model. But I've got a Grand Cherokee Limited, very well equipped, 4x4, leather, heat seats, the nav, sunroof. But I think we've got it marked down a little over $8,000. It's a new 19. Got a Jeep Renegade Trailhawk in red, leather, sunroof. I think it's a little over $32,000 list vehicle. We've got it priced, I think, at just under $24,500.
Well, yeah, because when you go out Jeeping and trail riding in your Jeep, you want those heated seats and the leather seats, right?
That's right.
You got to be comfortable.
That's right.
All right.
And, you know, this time of year, when the mud and the water just, you know, slams you from the side, you know, like if you're in Miami, so top of course, it's nice to have that toasty seat.
Well, yeah, you got to have that. You got to have that.
That's right.
All righty, man.
Right.
Ready for the homecoming parade? Are you going to be camped out on the corner tomorrow?
I will not be. We'll have a truck in it, so we'll be doing our due diligence. We'll be running through the parade.
All right. Bring lots of candy for us. All right.
That's right. You got your dancing shoes on?
I do for Saturday night. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I'm getting there.
Okay. Of course, the Wayne County Shrine Dance is Saturday night. Doors open at 6. Band starts at 7. If you need tickets, you can get a hold of any Wayne County Shrine Club member or call Joe's Body Shop or Black's Flower Shop or you can just give us a call because we've got some tickets for those. All righty, Sheldon.
I heard where Mike was going to be single this weekend. You're going to get him up there.
Well, we're going to try.
Mike never stays single very long.
Oh.
No.
She had to come to the jailhouse like on Monday morning and get you or anything like that.
I got to be here by 8 o'clock, so she's there by 7 with the bail.
All right.
Thanks, Sheldon.
Sheldon, as always, thanks for joining us. We will talk to you next week, or we'll see you Saturday night.
That's right. You guys have a great week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Sheldon Bunning from Oman Chevrolet Chrysler. He joins us every Monday and Thursday on the WFIW Morning Show. Let's check that radar weather. Mostly cloudy skies today, high 82. 80% chance for showers tonight, low 65. 90% chance tomorrow, high 70. Sunny and 60 on Saturday, and for Sunday, sunshine, 68 the high. Overnight low 54. Yesterday's high was 81. Currently, humidity at 100%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.06 right now. And right now, we've got partly sunny skies and 58 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation.
Oh, we're back, but we've got a news bulletin that came in to the WFIW newsroom. This is a report from just south of the North Side School on First Street. They have found the rogue pig. There's a little pig with a collar running free just south of the North Side School on First Street in Fairfield. And so there you go. There you get a live report
from our man on the scene, or our pig on the scene, Arnold Ziffel.
Arnold Ziffel there to tell us that the pig is free. I'm not kidding you. There's a rogue pig free right now.
Is he wearing an orange collar?
Yes, it's the same one.
Okay.
Pick up your pig.
Yeah.
We don't want it wandering around our neighborhood. Pat, you ready for the trivia? Here we go. How many copies of the U.S. Constitution are there? Anybody want to take a guess?
I'm going to say 13.
Okay, Pat, you got any idea?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, Peanut Gallery? Anybody out there?
He's just kind of shaking his head.
There is only one full and final
I
copy.
wanted to say one.
That's right, of the U.S. Constitution. Oh, boy. Yeah, only one. And it is at the National Archives in Washington, D.C. Thank you, Arnold. Arnold just said there's only one. He knew, and he was right, as he's running from people near North Side School. Number 2, how many congressmen are there? Take a guess.
Good 435.
Boom! Shakalaka. 435 on the money.
Yep.
535.
No. Congressman, if you add senators, it's 535. I said, how many Congress people are there? 435. Right?
Congressman includes the House of Representatives and the Senate.
No.
There are 435 House of
Yes.
Representatives.
I asked how many congressmen are there?
Picky.
Yeah, okay. I'm not paying attention to the video, which I should be doing. Where was Richard Nixon born? I'm not arguing with you out there in the peanut gallery. I am the trivia master here this morning. Where was Richard Nixon born?
Wasn't he born in Illinois?
Nope.
No?
I'm going to say Melrose Park, New York.
Nope. Anybody out in the peanut gallery?
535.
He's sticking with that answer, and he's wrong.
He is.
Yorba Linda, California.
Really? Did not know that.
Richard
I thought it was
Milhouse
New
Nixon.
York.
A house built by his father in California.
Okay.
Number 4, name the states with only one congressional seat. You can just give me one or two.
Now,
that's Congress, not the Senate. There's always everybody's got two.
No, wait a minute. I'm gonna ask something.
All right, go ahead.
I know the District of Columbia is not a state.
No, it doesn't have representation. They have a.
They do have a congressman.
Well, they do not have a. It's not a full congressman.
Okay.
It's a advisory vote. If I'm not mistaken.
It's a part-time
Yes.
congressman. I'm going to say Rhode Island.
No. How about it, Pat? Got any guesses?
I have no idea.
All right. Anybody out there?
Anybody? 535.
535. Montana, Wyoming, Delaware, Vermont.
Well,
Only one congressman.
All right.
How many members of Congress are independents? I didn't give that question earlier, but
No, you
that's
did
a question.
not.
How many, right now, how many members of Congress are independents?
Now, does that include the House and the Senate?
Yeah, I'm going to use both this time. If you want to be that way, I'll do both.
I'm going to say 100.
Anybody want to take a guess out there? Oh, that's way too high.
Oh, okay.
House of Representatives, there are 238 Republicans, including one delegate and the resident of the Commissioner of Puerto Rico, 201 Democrats, including 4 delegates, and 2 vacant seats. Senate, 51 Republicans, 47 Democrats, and 2 independents. The only independents are in the Senate.
Okay.
2. Number 6. He is known as the Ragin' Cajun.
I have
Name him.
no clue. Not a clue.
Anybody? Pat? Anybody? That's right. James Carville is his name. He was successful in pushing Popeye's Chicken. He was a spokesperson for them for a while. Davy Crockett was a congressman. Which state?
Tennessee.
Yeah, that was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was the king of the wild frontier.
That's right.
And he moved and became a Texan.
A Texican.
That's right. The former governor of Illinois who ran for president in 52 and 56. Pat, you got any idea on that one?
Now, that's a long time ago.
Okay, all right. But he lost both times to Eisenhower. Anybody?
Adelaide Stevenson.
Adelaide Stevenson, that's right.
Yes. Should have known
How
that.
many American presidents were born in Illinois? Born in Illinois. Pat, you're first.
No, I don't know. Abe Lincoln.
Nope, he was born in Kentucky.
Well,
Yes.
he was?
Born in Kentucky, yep.
Okay, let's see.
Anybody in the peanut gallery?
I'm going to say 5.
Okay, peanut gallery? 1 is right. Who is it? Ronald Reagan, Tampico, Illinois. That's it.
Okay.
Lincoln was born in Kentucky, Obama in Hawaii, and Grant in Ohio.
Okay.
Number 10. Which former president was born in Fairfield?
Fairfield what?
Vermont. You understand.
Grover or Woodrow Wilson?
No.
Okay.
Anybody?
Anyone?
Chester A. Arthur was born in Fairfield, Vermont in 1829.
All right.
Pat?
A little before our day.
It was way before our day. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. You were wonderful. Thanks for being here, and we hope to send some folks your way and get them involved in home economics and with the extension service.
You know,
okay?
guys can join too.
Okay.
They wouldn't have the 2 of us. Thank you very much, Pat. Very much.
Don't forget volleyball tonight on
Yes.
the radio, and also Derek this afternoon is going to have tickets to the Wayne County Shrine Dance to give away. So
All right.
there you go.
Take care. Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
All the important news here first. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, the station listened to, not just heard, 104.9 FM.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. 5 showrooms, pictures and prices at BoydFurniture.com, and follow them on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. With American troops now pulled back, it's the second day of a Turkish military offensive in northern Syria.
109 terörist öldürüldü.